Hi, this is Anthony. Welcome back to my show. The continuing worldwide pandemic, supply chain bottlenecks, the invasion and war in Ukraine, the Russian economy devastated by sanctions, the prices of raw materials skyrocketing, especially oil, the United States facing an inflation rate of about 10%, which is the highest that it's been in decades. And after a number of years, broad stock indices have dipped into correction or bear territory, although at this point they're starting to already creep upwards a bit. Out of all of this has come warnings about food shortages, in particular a decline in the amount of wheat being produced in Ukraine and Russia. Ukraine used to be called the breadbasket of Europe, and while I don't have any hard facts, my gut feeling is there's not a lot of wheat being planted for this season currently in Ukraine. I would also guess that a lot of what is being produced in Russia might be sanctioned and not end up on the world market. As I state in all of my videos, I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm going to briefly talk about some exchange-traded funds that one could use to invest in commodities such as wheat or oil or metals, but I do not necessarily recommend that anybody actually invest in these. The time to invest in things like this is when prices are low and things seem to be going well in the world, not after the fact. Not after the war has already begun and pushed prices up. However, if you disagree with this advice and still think that there's time to invest in oil or wheat or precious metals, then these are some of the easy ways to do so using exchange-traded funds. There's an exchange-traded fund that deals with wheat. I'm not going to try to guess on the pronunciation of the name, but the ticker symbol is WEAT. When you look at the chart for the past 10 years, the price has decreased by about 50%, but year to date it has increased about 45%, and that is down from recent highs. By the way, they also sponsor ETFs for corn, soybeans, sugar, and other agricultural products. I will provide a link to their website in the show notes. Again, I'm not recommending them and I have no relationship or connection to them, simply providing information to those interested in easily investing in agricultural products. There is the United States Oil Fund, ticker symbol USO. I've owned this ETF a couple of times in the past and made just a little bit of money on it. Obviously, the last time around I should have held on by looking at this chart. Some people are still what we call gold bugs or silver bugs. I don't think that investing in gold or silver is all that good of an investment. I argue that these metals are not a good long-term hedge against inflation, and I've made one video about investing in gold ETFs and two in silver ETFs. If you disagree with me and you think that it's a good investment or even a form of inflation insurance, please watch my videos, which are episodes 29, 30, and 41. And lastly, what about Bitcoin? Wasn't that supposed to be the secure system for the ultra-rich to store their wealth that can't be confiscated by governments and can't be stopped at borders? Well, looking at the year-to-date chart of Bitcoin, it seems to be just somewhat correlated with stock indices. You would think that the largest country on earth, with lots of shady oligarchs and a plunging domestic currency, that the situation in Russia would cause Bitcoin to go up on increased demand, but that doesn't seem to be the case. I'm very skeptical of Bitcoin and all cryptocurrencies at this point. But I do have a few shares of a Canadian Bitcoin miner called Hut8, ticker symbol HUT. The shares trade in Canada and the United States and roughly approximate the moves of the Bitcoin chart. Remember, I'm not encouraging anybody to invest in anything that I talk about here, but if you don't have a lot of money and you want to put a small amount of your portfolio into Bitcoin, Hut8, around the $5 to $6 range, might be an easy way to get into that type of investment. One confusing thing to keep in mind is if you're an American and you buy it on an American exchange, you're going to be paying for it in US dollars. But sometimes when you look up the price on the internet, especially using Google, it will show you the price in Canadian dollars. So just keep that in mind. Again, I'm not presenting any of these as suitable investments, only that they are easy to buy and sell during market hours for those people who have already done their research and believe that these type of products are appropriate for them. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, and even if I was, you shouldn't be listening to people that you find on the internet. I do really appreciate everyone's comments on my videos, even if you really disagree with me, and I would still love for you to leave a comment. I certainly want you to leave comments if you disagree with me, and if you buy these against my recommendations, why don't you leave a comment also? And I'd love to see how you end up doing. It would really help me out if you subscribe to this YouTube channel. It doesn't cost you anything. You just need to click the subscribe button below. Also, please view my other videos, and if you like them, click the like button on those. I'm on Instagram at AnthonyRRMills. You can follow me there. I sell old stock and bond certificates, coins, paper money, and books, among other things, including silver coins of various types on eBay with the username stock_tycoon. Thanks for watching.